Hello everyone, it's Everything Buzz City here, and I'm back again with another video. It's been a while, but we have some crazy news going on for the Charlotte Hornets right now, as the offseason is just kicking off, and Jeff Peterson's decided to move LaMelo Ball, and in a move that I feel very mixed on. I'm very disappointed that we weren't able to see what this team was able to do during a full season. I would have liked to retool, get a couple pieces, but I would have loved to just run it back and see what we could have done. As this team finished out going 30-9 at the second half of the regular season, or 30-10, something like that, which is really, really, really good record. That's a really good record. And just for me, I don't really think it was the right decision right now. Do I feel that LaMelo Ball at some point would have been traded and probably would have been next year? Yeah, I think that's pretty clear with just cap reasons and stuff like that. But they felt like this was the highest his value was going to get, and they felt like last year was not something that can be repeated, pretty much. So in the trade, the Charlotte Hornets are able to acquire Naz Reid. They grabbed a 2033 unprotected first round pick and three pick swaps in 2028, 2029, and 2030. And also 3 second round picks, giving up LaMelo Ball and Josh Green in the process. Now, for me, the trade itself is a D minus to a D. Just from those numbers, from what we got, you're giving up LaMelo Ball, a top 5, top 3 playmaker in the league, one of the most impactful players in the league right now, and just had a very, very, very good season, albeit the problems that LaMelo Ball does have, which is efficiency. He's always going to have efficiency problems. It's just the type of player he is. He's not going to be a great rim attacker. He's going to get a lot of shots, and he's not going to make a lot of shots, but it's the other things that he provides to your offense that makes everyone else better. But they were able to sign Coby White to a 3-year, $74 million contract. I don't know if that had to do with anything, if they felt like they couldn't keep Coby White unless they moved on from LaMelo Ball. And the reality is, and I'm seeing a lot of people try to hype up Coby White, although he is a really good player and is a solid starting guard in this league, he is not a LaMelo Ball. Okay, this is not a all-star caliber player or all-NBA caliber player. He is a pretty good player, but he's not going to get any of those accolades per se. Now, for the Wolves fans that may watch this or check this out, I view this as an A- trade, A- B+ trade. This is a move to go win a championship in the next 2 to 3 years. That's what it is. You're putting LaMelo Ball in the perfect situation where he isn't asked to be number one option, go give you 25. He can't do that efficiently, but in a lesser role, I mean less shot attempts and a better balanced team. I think that's a perfect opportunity for Minnesota to go be a top 4, top 5 seed. And I think if you're in that range in the Western Conference, I think any of those teams have a viable ability to go win a championship. So that's interesting. But also, let's talk about Naz Reid, which is also a very intriguing part of watching next season. A guy who's going to get probably his biggest opportunity in his career. He's going to be a starter for this team. He hasn't been a starter in a while, if he ever has been. I just slipped up. I'm sorry. So I find that very, very intriguing to watch. I think he can be a 16.5 per game player, and his offensive game is a lot better than what you get from Miles Bridges. In terms of totality, like all around game offensively, I think he's a better overall player for sure. And I'm interested to see what he can do in that role. So all in all, the Charlotte Hornets were able to pick up an okay value first round pick and then some pick swaps that possibly they can use in other trades. Now those pick swaps aren't very valuable. Minnesota's probably going to be pretty good over the next few seasons, but you never know. There may be an injury, there may be something that happens that a pick swap may be valuable, or you can use in another trade. I do know the Charlotte Hornets after this were intrigued in Jaylen Brown. They obviously did not end up pulling that shot to bring Jaylen Brown to the team, but we'll see. We'll see. It's definitely putting a lot on Khan and believing that Khan and Miller can get better. But that is asking a lot because a lot of their success had to do with what LaMelo Ball gave you on the court. When LaMelo Ball was on there, that three group was insane offensively. So you're asking a lot. You're asking Brandon to be able to step up and get more efficient, but also to get his overall numbers up. You're asking a lot from him, but he's going into year 4 now, so it's we'll see. We'll see how Brandon's able to respond. Thank you for watching. All in all, a D for the Hornets, at least for this trade. We'll see what else they do. And also, the Wolves, they get a B plus, A minus. All right, everyone, thank you for watching. I'm Everything Buzz City here. I'm out. Peace, guys.